Welcome to Losing Streak, sports gambling podcast for those who just can't seem to win. My name is Bankroll Bill. I'm here with my co-host Automatic Austin.
How's it going, everybody?
Let's get right back. Let's get back into it. Day one, or I guess round one is done. How's your bracket looking overall?
Well, 0 brackets remain, so safe to say all mine are busted.
Well, I still got 7 out of my 8 Elite 8 left since Memphis lost. But, yeah, it's not looking great. It's looking good for Marquette in that region now.
Yeah, seriously.
No Purdue.
Yeah, I took them to win that. Yeah, especially with no Memphis now. I mean, I took Marquette, remember, to win that region, so I'm looking pretty with that one right now.
All right. But I think we did have some good picks for round one that we gave out. I mean, the Big Ten definitely overperformed compared to what we thought. But we did say, look at Penn State to beat A&M.
Yeah.
I did say Auburn would beat Iowa, and then I bet on Iowa like some idiot. But we were kind of mad about that Maryland beating West Virginia. Still quite don't know how that happened.
Yeah, West Virginia was up that whole game.
Yeah. Do we have any big stinkers that we really didn't like?
I mean, let's see here.
Oh, Oral Roberts. I hope you didn't take Oral Roberts. I know you were high on them.
Not.
But
no,
oh, man,
I did not take Oral Roberts.
They got waxed.
Yeah. I'd say the biggest one for us was probably Memphis and West Virginia. We were high on them, and yeah, I didn't even watch the end of the Memphis game, so I was kind of bummed that they lost like that. I did watch the highlights, so. But apparently there was a controversial timeout or something like that.
Yeah, Memphis got the ball back on a rebound. They were calling timeout, and right in front of the ref, but the ref called it as a jump ball instead and gave the ball to FAU. But Memphis definitely called a timeout for that.
Oh. So it should have been Memphis ball, and instead it was
yeah, and I think that's when they went up. Yeah, so they.
And that's when they had the game winner.
Yeah.
Damn, that's stupid.
Yeah.
That sucks.
But now we have.
The refs gave it to FAU basically.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'd say that's probably the biggest.
Those refs were bad though, man. There were times I don't know how they didn't call foul in Memphis. Like those refs were just really bad. Like as an unbiased observer to it. There were some calls that went for Memphis, and I was like, "Holy cow, that should not have gone that way." Right. So it was ugly, ref wise. But we did. So my wife's cousin goes to UMBC, who was the first 16 seed to knock off a number 1 seed, and now Fairleigh Dickinson is the second 16 seed to knock off a number 1 seed as they beat Purdue, who we thought were overrated. Anyways, so
yeah, we knew Purdue wasn't going to make it very far. So, I mean, we thought they would win at least one game, but
yeah, I didn't think this would happen. But
yeah, this is crazy. Only the second time in history.
I wonder how many people had FAU beating Purdue.
Probably not a lot, dude. They were the smallest team in the country.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I think they were like 4-22 last year. They didn't even win their conference tournament. They only made it because Mary Mack was ineligible.
Yeah,
so it's pretty funny.
They're in transition.
They had to win that play-in,
and then did you see a picture of Fairleigh Dickinson's home gym?
No,
dude, it's so small. Yeah, it's like my high school gym.
And we got to talk about your boys from Arizona.
Oh, man, I watched those highlights. Ugh, they were up the entire second half.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked by that because every time I saw the score, it looked comfortable Arizona, and then I don't know.
Yeah, the last time I looked, they were up by I think 6 or 7, and then I went to go get food, and I came back, and it was like TCU comes back and wins. And I was like, what the?
You mean Princeton? I was talking about Princeton,
Arizona. Arizona. I was talking about ASU. Yeah, Princeton, Arizona. Yeah. I just kind of want to get that out of my memory because that's just ridiculous. Arizona always finds a way to shit the bed in the tournament. I don't know why. They have such a talented team, and they always find a way to choke.
I saw a funny stat, though. Yesterday was was that game on Thursday? Yeah,
Yeah, it was on Thursday.
that was the first day that a Ivy League team had won both a men and women's game, because Princeton won a women's game too.
Oh wow! Shout out Princeton then.
Yeah, another New Jersey school. See, New Jersey school is taking over. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, St. Peter's last year, and
Yeah,
now
Fairleigh
this year
Dickinson
it's Fairleigh
and
Dickinson.
Princeton.
Yeah, Princeton too. Yeah, and who knows?
So
Princeton might even be able to beat Missouri today.
yeah, we're not hot on Missouri.
Yeah, no.
All right. So speaking of games, let's get right into
Yeah, I
these.
guess I can carry this right into today's slate.
Yep. The first game, San Diego State, Furman. Are you looking to put any action on this game?
Furman all the way, baby.
Yeah, you think so? Yeah,
Dude,
I'm definitely taking the points.
They barely beat Charleston, and Furman's just like a better, same exact thing as Charleston, just more athletic. You know, they actually have some athleticism that can keep up with SDSU in this game. So I don't see if they can beat Virginia, and Charleston kept it close. I don't see why this game can't also be close.
Yeah, you heard it here first. We like Furman. Hopefully we get this out in time.
Yeah, if you're not comfortable with that, I'm going to tease the points. You can probably tease it up to like 10, 11, 12 points, and then just money line like Duke or Kansas. That's money to me.
Yeah. I'm going to take the points. I don't know about the money line. You got some faith in them, but and I faded San Diego State in the first round. They got lucky on a bad beat for the Charleston.
The Mountain West is terrible. So I mean, they could easily lose this game. Remember that.
Right. Moving on to the next game, we got our boys Duke laying 3.5 at Tennessee.
Everyone's gonna be on Duke, but it's the right side.
Yeah.
Tennessee is terrible, and their best scorer is gonna be out. It's, I mean, maybe they keep it close for most of the game, but Duke's gonna eventually pull away. I mean, they have a full complementary of players. When they're fully healthy, they are 21-1. They've only lost one game when they have their full roster.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So,
yeah, Duke's been quietly good this year, man.
Yeah, well, like I said, man, they were hurt for a while. They didn't have their full team, and then as you guys saw at the end of the tourney, they kicked it up. They won the ACC tourney. They just smoked Oral Roberts, and they're probably gonna smoke Tennessee. So I'm gonna be on 3.5, and I'm probably gonna hit the money line with some other with some parlay action.
Yeah, I like that pick. All right. In the next game, we've got 8 Arkansas versus number 1 seed Kansas at 5:15 Eastern.
This one's tricky.
I know we like Arkansas, man, but
this one's tricky because the spread is telling you it should be a close game, but I feel like the odds of Kansas bowling out Arkansas are a little bit higher than Arkansas keeping it a one-possession game throughout the whole, Yeah, because Arkansas have the toughness, so they'll have the size advantage. They play tough, we know that. It's just, will they have the offense to keep up with Kansas?
Yeah, this is a tough game. I hate betting on or against Kansas. Looks like all the Action Network people, the actual pick people, look like they like Arkansas. But then, like, all their systems and simulation stuff all look like they like Kansas. So who knows, man?
Yeah, I mean, it could be a close game. It's just I don't know where Arkansas gets the offense to keep up with Kansas, unless this game ends up being an under game, and it's like 66-63 or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also, by the way, yesterday, I think every game except 1 or 2 hit the under. I think the only game that hit the over was Montana State, Kansas State, and let me see if this game did. No, that one and which one hit the over? I don't even remember. I think only one game hit the over yesterday.
So, yeah, and it's these second round matchups with the number 1 seed against number 8 seed have gone over the full game total 62.8% of the time. So we'll see how the totals go today or for this round.
Yeah, dude, I'm seeing only one game hit the. Okay, 2 games. Iona, UConn, and then Kansas State, Montana State hit the over. So 2 games out of 16 yesterday hit the over. So 14 hit the under.
Oh, speaking of that, looking at Kansas last game where they killed Howard, did you see that video of the vice president consoling the Howard players afterwards?
No.
She's like, I went to Howard. You guys did a good job. Just making the tournament's a good job. It's like, stupid. Oh my God, dude. Yeah. I would have felt so, because you can't say anything. She's the vice president. And it's just
right.
Like, she's talking to them she's talking to them like they were like little like 6th graders or something. They just lost their first game or something. That's crazy. Stupid. But yeah, I don't know about that game. That game seems tough.
That is a tough one.
I might just watch it. But I think the other game, Princeton and Missouri, Missouri is laying 6.5 points. That seems like a lot of points for a Missouri team.
Taking Princeton here?
I'm thinking, yeah.
There's got to be a couple upsets today, so.
Yeah. I mean, they're 15 seed, but I feel like after the first game, it won't even matter. Right. Let's see. Well, since 2002, number 7 seeds are 1-3 against 15 seeds. That's crazy. So the 15 seeds have won the 3 times or 3 out of the 4 times that they've done an upset in the first round.
All right.
That's pretty crazy.
I like Princeton there.
Yeah, Princeton's a good look. All right. Moving on to it looked like there was some early action on one side of this game with Auburn and Houston.
Auburn should be on Houston.
Well, Auburn opened up at +8, but now it's down to 5.5. So I think the early money came in on Auburn.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I don't know. Auburn played well in their first game, but it seems like a lot of people think
that's because Iowa's terrible.
Yeah, a lot of people think Auburn's got a shot here, but
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think Marcus Sasser will be back for Houston. They're best players, so I'm not really worried. If anything, I'll just take the money line. But yeah, I'm not betting on Auburn.
Yeah, money line is a safe bet here for Houston. I don't see them losing this game. All right. And then our next matchup, we got our boys at Penn State playing Texas, 10-2 matchup.
Man, Penn State. This is a bad draw for them, man.
Yeah, I don't think they come out of here alive. But
do they keep it close, though?
Yeah, this is tough, man.
It's tough because Texas has a good defense.
Yeah, let's see. Well, Texas sucks against the spread in tournaments. They're 14-21-1.
This tournament's a little bit different though because their coach, he hasn't been extended yet, so they wanna show up for him.
Yeah, but I think with NCAA tournament, I think a lot of that showing up stuff kind of goes out the window because both teams.
Oh man, they smoked Kansas, they smoked Colgate. We'll see today. They smoked Penn State. I don't know, man. Texas could make some noise.
Yeah, they can go on a roll, man. All right. Well, that'll be a great game, no matter what.
Yeah, I don't have a side. I don't have a feel for that one.
All right, then we got the boys in Northwestern playing UCLA in a 2-7 game. Looks like early money went on Northwestern a little bit. Line went from 8 to 7.5. I mean, UCLA is a really good team here.
Yeah, I stay away from big spreads in tourney games just because you never know with the dogs. So I mean, 7.5 is too much for me.
Yeah,
probably
they're
too
both
expensive on the money line.
And they're both pretty good against the spread, both teams. So it's kind of, yeah, that's a good line. Good job, Vegas. Way to,
it's a scary one.
Way to give a good point spread. All right. And for the last match of the day, we got Alabama laying 8.5 against Maryland. I mean, I don't know what people see in Maryland here. I mean, I know we personally don't like Alabama, but
I love Alabama.
Well, I mean, I know we like them for winning, but I mean, like with the program and everything.
Oh yeah.
But they've been a monster. I mean, yeah, they didn't cover against ANNNNNDDDD, but I think that was just some.
Oh, BS. They should have. The dude just literally shot a 3 to not cover it.
That guy's an MVP out somewhere, and he's public enemy #1 elsewhere.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's just. You think Alabama covers this though?
Man, like I said, man, it's hard with these big spreads, but I feel like this is the game where, like Maryland, like where does Maryland match up well with Alabama? Like Alabama has the size, they have the skill, they have the athleticism, they have the scoring. I don't see how Maryland stays in this game.
Yeah, that could be a good game to like money line parlay with one of these other games, like Houston or even Duke or UCLA. I think that might actually be the way to go today. Go with some money line parlays.
That might be a little sweaty, but
yeah. Memphis hurt me yesterday, man.
Hey, they hurt everybody. I think everybody was on them except for Crab's stupid ass. Which we can talk shit about because oh my god, that dude is so annoying.
If he charged for plays, I'd say you're an idiot for taking them, but his plays are free and they're still awful, so I don't know. We want to go?
He's just annoying because did you see what he posted about when FAU won?
Oh yeah, about how Memphis bettors are clowns or something.
Yeah, well, it's like, dude, he's been terrible this whole tourney, and then he's been terrible for the last like 2 weeks, and he's like, he gets 1-1 and then he talks shit. It's like, dude, like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, he bet St. Mary's money line -190 for 2 units, and he bet Iowa State money line -190 for 2 units. And I even replied on it too, because everybody's like, you're a clown for doing that. And people are like, well, if they win. I'm like, dude, one of those teams is going to lose. And then guess what? Iowa State lost.
Yeah.
That's why you don't bet -190 and give that out of the play, man. Like, what are you doing?
Well, no, and then he posted Iowa State live too. Like, he's a complete moron. And then on top of that, like, he just acts like a freaking child when he wins. And it's like, what is wrong with you, dude? Like, I don't understand why people like go to that and follow that type of behavior. Like, if you guys want free and transparent plays, like, look elsewhere to people who actually give them out. Like,
yeah, it's crazy. So,
like, I don't know. It's just so frustrating when people. I don't know. It's just stupid.
I've seen your PODs have done pretty well. You want to go over those, or do you want to go over the Sunday's games?
Yeah, pods have been doing okay. I had a quick 3 streak there, and then, man, all my losses are bad beats, man. Other than, I mean, Utah State was a bad pick by me just because it was a Mountain West team, and I completely forgot that they sucked. But then Memphis yesterday, that was a bad beat. But yeah, man, and I'm doing pretty good with pods. They're just if they lose, it's a bad beat. But if they win pretty good. So.
Yeah, I think I might take Duke as my pod today. They're looking pretty good.
3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. We can do that as a squad ride, maybe.
All right.
Squad ride. I also kind of want to give Furman some love. I feel like I have a good feeling about Furman, man.
Yeah, I'm going to play it with the points and see how the game goes. Hopefully,
I have a good feeling.
They start out strong. Yeah, punch them in the face, starting it out, Keep a good
because there's got to be upsets today, So if it's not going to be Bama, UCLA, or Texas, you figure, or Houston, you figure Princeton and Furman have to be,
Yeah.
Maybe even Arkansas can play a little spoiler with Kansas too, but I just don't see it, I don't know. There's going to be some type of madness today. We just don't know where it's going to come from.
I mean, I think tomorrow is going to be definitely some madness. There's some crazy matchups.
Look at tomorrow. Should we go over tomorrow's slate too? The lines aren't really out yet, but
I mean, we can just look at first, like, just talk about matchups we like. Like, I'm just looking already.
We could predict the lines.
Yeah, we could. Because
So
like Creighton, I was looking at Creighton Baylor. Like, that's a matchup where we're both kind of cold them. So that one, the line's right at 1.5 for Baylor. I think these have lines. But...
You want to hear something awesome? So if Creighton beats Baylor and then Alabama moves on, Creighton and Alabama would meet in the Elite Eight, where I have a Creighton Final Four ticket and I have a Alabama championship ticket.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that they meet up in the Elite Eight.
I think Marquette's going to be a favorite till they make it to the Final Four.
Yeah, I also have their region too. So, I mean, futures of it are looking not good so far. Pretty nice. Not gonna lie. I might sprinkle a little bit more too. So I feel like Alabama's path got so much easier with Arizona losing.
But so FAU's favored by 13.5 against Fairleigh Dickinson.
No chance.
Yeah, that's what it says, man.
No chance. We are nuking Fairleigh Dickinson.
Yeah, we better bet that today. It opened at I think it opened at higher. No, it opened.
There's some NIT starting soon too. Michigan and Vanderbilt. They're 1.5. Should we take Vandy?
I don't know, man. I was kind of ignoring the NIT, man.
But the Vandy's staring us right in the face. Michigan sucks.
Oh, that's at noon too. That's coming up, huh?
Yeah.
Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati can get revenge on Hofstra. I can't bet that game, but I can't believe. So? I still can't believe Hofstra won that first game, bro.
Hofstra. Against Rutgers? That's funny.
But it's at Cincinnati's at Hofstra. But I don't know. After Memphis lost, maybe the what are they? The American Conference, AAC.
Okay, so here we go. Tomorrow's lines, we have Michigan State Marquette. Dude, Marquette's only -2.5. Should we just nuke -2.5 right now?
Yeah, I would think so, man. That seems pretty.
No chance Michigan State beats Marquette.
No.
I mean, Michigan State had a good first game, but come on, they have underperformed all year.
Yeah, I think people are just betting that name. They see Izzo. They maybe see the recent result with USC, but I mean, we know Marquette's a much better team.
A lot of early money's on Marquette too. It says 72% on the spread, 74% on the money line. So this is gonna move.
Yeah. After people lose their money today.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marquette's 22-12 against the spread. Like they're a good spread, good team against the spread.
Yeah. I'll probably take the -2.5, and then if it goes down, I'll just keep taking it.
Yeah. The only games they haven't covered in their last 5 were those 2 games against St. John's. I don't know. Maybe St. John's just has a good matchup against them. I didn't watch those games.
Me either. Miami, Florida, Indiana.
I'm surprised Kentucky, Kansas State's only 1.5 points. These are all good lines.
I know these games tomorrow are going to be nice. I love these games that are such short lines.
Man, Indiana's favored by 1.5. Oof.
Yeah, but Miami's terrible, dude. Because who's going to guard Tracy Jackson Davis for Miami?
Yeah, I like that.
Exactly.
I like that
dude's going to go off for 30 points, 20 rebounds. This is the one Big Ten team we can see making a decent run.
And you know what's funny about that Fairleigh Dickinson game? I can see all these noobs. I can see Krabs and them taking FAU and laying the 13.5 or whatever, and then talking about how they're a genius when FAU wins by like 14 or something stupid. I can already see it happening. Like, that was a big. Well, that would be tomorrow, so he'll probably wait to post his picks.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just gonna see if he posts them today. Nothing yet.
Him and Trent, man, are horrible.
Well, Trent, at least Trent's not like a freaking doesn't. I don't know. Oh, that dude just bugs me, man. He looks like the freaking dude from Toy Story 2. The chicken.
That's funny. Oh, and did you see how Lakers lost last night?
I didn't. How'd they lose?
Oh, bro, they were up by 2 with like 6.7 seconds left, and the Mavericks passed it in, and it got to what's it, number 42? I forget his name for the Mavs.
42. Is it like Kleber or something? Max.
Yeah,
Kleber.
Yeah, Max Kleber. Yeah, he nailed the 3-pointers, and they won by 1.
Damn.
It was funny too because Anthony Davis missed the free throw before that.
Oh, yeah, and he's been terrible this year with the free throws.
So everybody in the Lakers, or all the Lakers fans, were playing on Twitter, and they're like, "Oh, this is gonna lose. We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose." You know, they're up by 2, and then what everyone's fear happens.
Like, and then they probably weren't even mad. They're like, "Well, told you."
and then guess what? Trent's he had this money line parlay to win the day. He had TCU, he had Indiana, he had Celtics, he had Ducks. And the Ducks came like they were tied towards the end of the game. They won at the end.
No, and he had Lakers.
And he had Lakers. Yeah, he lost all that, bro.
Oh man, I would just die right then and there.
Yeah, because I mean, he always like loses like one leg, man. I feel like for
crazy.
him. But like Krabs is just a bad handicapper, bro. And then he posts a picture of his ticket for the $1,000 on FA.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, how much have you lost already since you've been in Vegas, you freaking clown? Show us that.
Now that beating the bookie guy, I think he was actually betting on Memphis, but he had talked about how he could see FAU winning that game because he's from Florida. So I think he's seen the
Bookies actually kind of cool, man. Yeah. I like Bookie now.
he can post some annoying stuff, like whatever, but like he knows what he's talking about. Like you can tell.
He's a good gambler.
He's not the type of guy who would argue with me about New Jersey or New York teams I think that was at like a FanDuel event. Some guys were like trying to argue with me about stuff, and I just like walked away. I was like, all right. And I told the guys other there, I was like, if he doesn't want to listen, like he doesn't want to listen. Some guys just think they know what the fuck they're talking about, and it's like, okay, cool,
right?
Have fun. Have fun, Krabs, getting Krabs. But yeah, okay.
Right, yeah. Let's get into this. Let's continue with this slate. So Pittsburgh and Xavier, that's at +5, -5.
Yeah.
Any view here?
I think we've been riding with Pitt, but I think Xavier, you know, they had their kind of letdown game. They almost lost. They had to come back. But I think Xavier's the side here.
I'll take the under 152. That's a easy cash for me. I'm gonna make that my early pod for Sunday morning.
Yeah, because it's already it opened up higher, I think, right? A little bit.
Probably, but that's a 152. When does Pitt ever score like a ton of points? Never.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see.
Yeah, it opened at 153 already, so I'm already betting that.
Yeah, the only time they really went over those totals were Georgia Tech and the Duke game. That's because Duke scored a ton. But yeah, like I was glad they beat Iowa State yesterday, and you know I'm glad I picked that with Pitt. But dude, they should have won by like 50 points, man. Iowa State missed so many shots in a row, like it was ridiculous. Like, I don't understand how Pitt. Yeah, but Pitt's not a high scoring team. Under sounds good for that.
Yeah, so I like that under 152. I already bet that. But next up, we got Kentucky, Kansas State. Kentucky's favored -2, Kansas State +2. That's kind of interesting.
I mean, it looks like a lot of the early bets and money are on Kentucky. But
man, that's a tough one.
I don't know. Let's look at these more, and then we can record something quick tonight or like early tomorrow morning. I feel like we need to look at these some more. I feel like.
All right, if you feel like that.
Yeah.
All right, should we pick our pod for today then?
Yeah, I was saying I was going with Duke because at my squad ride, and then. Okay. I mean, if I had to do like a pod for the weekend to take like money lines, I would probably do Alabama, UCLA, or Alabama, and then put it in with like Marquette tomorrow money line. Just because, yeah, I mean, they're favored by 2.5, but, you know, every once in a while something weird happens.
Right.
But I've been learning from that Discord I've been in, man. They've been doing some good, like 2 teams parlays. Those are pretty good.
Yeah.
But they work great until a team like Memphis loses, and then you're like, oh.
I've been telling you 2-team parlays are the way to do it.
Yeah. Especially in the tournament, because a lot of these, you know, they don't care about the spread. They're just trying to win.
Yeah, man, Furman's at 4.5 on one sports book I'm looking at. Man, it's at 2 of them. Man, early actions on Furman, so if you can get Furman, take them.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I think I already got the either 4.5 or 5.5. I don't remember.
Hopefully 5.5. Probably 5.5.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just gonna say Furman 5.5 is my play of the day. But yeah.
Okay, you better tweet it out because it's gonna have to come out before this podcast gets posted, I think, or maybe it'll get posted right as the game starts.
I think it'll get posted.
Okay. Any last word, or do you want to?
Any last word? The Last of Us show was terrible. I hated it.
You didn't like the finale?
I didn't like the show in general, man. They should have made it 2 seasons because they skipped so much of the game. Like all the cool parts of the game, they basically skipped. It just wasn't fun for me. Like the scene where did you watch the whole series?
I haven't finished it yet. I'm on like next to last episode, I think.
Well, have you gotten to the part where Ellie gets medicine from that dude?
I'm not sure.
All right.
What they have to do for the medicine?
Well, so in the show, she shoots a deer, and these 2 guys see the deer. They go to it, and she's like, "Back up!" And they're like, "We'll trade you medicine for it." And then they go get the medicine, or one of the dudes goes get the medicine, and then she's talking to him, and then he tells her that some crazy dude with a kid killed some people in their camp, and so that's when she realizes that that they're gonna take her. And then the dude comes out with the medicine. He gives it to her, and then she goes back to Joel to give him the medicine. But then they track her,
Yeah.
But in the game, you have to survive like an onslaught of zombies with the dude. Like it's like you have to run through this like factory. You have to like hide in this like shed with them, and like you have to do all this stuff. And like it's just like there were no zombies in the last like 3 episodes. It was just like what? It was just so stupid. I didn't like it at all.
Okay. Well, I know you're a big fan. I never played the game, even though I should have. And I like it. It's been one of the best video game like TV shows or movies I've seen because usually they're really bad. So I guess I have a really
don't understand. I feel like the people who say that haven't actually played the game because like the dialogue is the same, sure, for the most part, and like the set pieces are really good. Like they're don't get me wrong, the set pieces are awesome. They look just like the game, but just the storyline that they're following, like they just skip so much of it, and it's like it just I didn't like it. Just the skipping all of the cool parts. They just could have done so much more, and then it just ended so abruptly,
Yeah.
Oh, and then the way that Joel just walked into the hospital and just murdered like 25 people, like no problem. Like, where was the realism in that? Like, you haven't, sorry if I'm spoiling it for you, but literally all he does is walk in with a machine gun and just start mowing people down. Like, he doesn't duck and dodge or like run through like buildings or anything. It's just like a slow-mo of him walking, like he's like fucking Terminator, just like killing everybody, like he's invincible. It was so stupid.
Well, I guess we got the critic here. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with us today. Check me out at Twitter at Bankroll_Bill, and Austin can be found at
Austin Sports.
Our email for the podcast is thelosingstreakpodcast@gmail.com, and our voicemail line is 646-494-7185. Thanks to Jay for calling us out. And my wife was also mad I couldn't remember UMBC because there's so many Asian students there that she's Chinese, and they say you must be Chinese is what it stands for, because a lot of Asian students go there. So that's why they were shocked that they actually won a game, because it's a nerd school pretty much. But yeah, I also posted the last episode.
Keep winning.
Yeah, Princeton too. Yeah, I posted the last episode on the YouTube page. And then this will be there as well. Yeah, so if you got comments, you want to talk shit, you want to leave a 5-star review, whatever, hit us up. Anything else you'd like to add, Austin?
No, this episode was a little choppy. I'll admit it's early for us. We meant to record last night, but yeah, we're getting back on the grind. We're doing this. We'll try to record another one tonight or tomorrow morning again, and then yeah, just keep going from there. Baseball season is soon, so stay tuned for that, and then NBA playoffs as well. So we still got some more content coming up.
Yep. Have you been following any of the World Baseball Classic?
Here and there, just like the major storylines from it.
Yeah. All right. I made a little money on Puerto Rico. It seemed to be good.
Nice.
But all right. Well, see you later.